Have you ever desperately wished you had the perfect words to say to a narcissist? A magical phrase that would make them see reason? Or better yet, make them understand the depth of their impact? You've likely tried arguments, tears, explanations, pleas, but they always fall flat. What if the most powerful thing you could say wasn't about convincing them, but about freeing yourself? CarlJung's insights reveal the profound truth behind the ultimate exit strategy. You've been trapped in a relentless cycle. You try to communicate, to express your feelings, to set boundaries. Each attempt is met with a wall of denial, a flurry of blame-shifting, or a sudden, disorienting bout of gaslighting. You end up feeling more confused, more frustrated, and more isolated than before. Perhaps you spent hours crafting the perfect argument, armed with evidence, hoping that logic would prevail, but they twisted your words, turned them back on you, or simply dismissed your entire reality. You felt like you were speaking a different language, constantly trying to bridge a chasm that only widened with every effort. You longed for closure, for an apology, for them to simply acknowledge the pain they inflicted. This longing kept you tethered, investing emotional energy into a dynamic that offered no true resolution. You believed that if you could just get them to see, you could finally move on. But the truth is, the narcissist isn't interested in seeing your reality. They are interested in maintaining their own. Your words, your emotions, your desperate pleas for understanding. They are merely fuel for their need for control, confirmation of their power over you. Your struggle to be heard is their victory. Why do your words fail, and what is the ultimate Jungian strategy for disarming them? The answer lies in understanding the narcissist's false self, persona, their profound relationship to projection, and the power of withdrawing your emotional energy from their cycle. Firstly, the false self. A narcissist doesn't live from their true, authentic self. Instead, they operate almost entirely from a highly elaborate persona, a constructed, often grandiose image designed to elicit admiration and control. This persona is fragile, constantly needing external validation to stay inflated. Your attempts to reason with them, to appeal to their conscience, or to share your emotional truth are directed at this false self, which has no capacity for genuine empathy or introspection. It's like talking to a brick wall painted to look like a person. The real person is hidden, buried under layers of defense. Secondly, projection. Narcissists cannot integrate their own shadow aspects, their deep-seated insecurities, shame, dependency, and rage. Instead, they project these unwanted traits onto others. When you try to talk about their bad behavior, they don't see it as their own. They see you as being crazy, sensitive, or controlling. Your words are twisted to fit their narrative, as they project their own internal chaos onto you. Any attempt to highlight their flaws is met with immediate counterprojection, because their ego simply cannot tolerate the truth. Thirdly, the power of withdrawing your emotional energy. Jung understood that psychological complexes, like narcissism, feed on emotional energy. Your anger, your frustration, your tears, your desperate need for validation from them. This is all psychic energy that fuels their false self and their control over you. As long as you are emotionally engaged, you are unconsciously participating in their game, providing the supply they need. The most powerful statement you can make to a narcissist isn't a complex explanation or a scathing indictment. It's a statement that cuts through their false self, refuses their projections, and withdraws your emotional energy entirely. It's a statement that signals, I am no longer playing your game. It's the ultimate Jungian strategy because it bypasses their persona and directly confronts their deepest fear, irrelevance, and the loss of supply. The most powerful words you can offer a narcissist aren't for them to hear, but for you to speak. They are words of liberation, not explanation. This is about psychological surgery, clean and precise. Here's how to do it, deeply rooted in Jungian insight. The ultimate statement, I understand, and walk away. This phrase is deliberately simple, profoundly disarming, and entirely self-empowering. It's not about their understanding, it's about your understanding. It disarms their projection. When you say, "I understand," you are not arguing with their projected reality. You are not saying you agree or that you accept blame. You are simply stating that you comprehend their behavior without internalizing their narrative. They can't project "you don't get it" back onto you. It refuses engagement with the false self. The narcissist's persona thrives on explanation, argument, and reaction. "I understand" offers no hooks. It doesn't invite debate. It's a statement of closure from your side. It withdraws emotional energy. This phrase carries no emotional charge of anger, sadness, or desperation. It's calm, firm, and decisive. It starves the narcissistic complex of the emotional supply it needs. It centers your reality, not theirs. "I understand" means you have seen the pattern, you have recognized their game, and you are making a conscious choice to step out of it. It's an assertion of your own knowing. The walk away is key. The words are powerful, but the action is definitive. The physical act of walking away, disengaging, or blocking contact completes the statement. It is the ultimate boundary, a clear declaration of no further engagement. How to deliver it for maximum Jungian impact? Preparation is key. Inner work. This isn't about being confrontational. It's about being resolute. Before you deliver this, do your own inner work. Understand why you are doing this. It's for your peace, not their repentance. Connect with your inner self and its desire for wholeness. Calm demeanor. Deliver the phrase with a neutral, calm voice. No anger, no tears, no pleading. Emotional neutrality is devastating to a narcissist because it offers no reaction to feed on. Eye contact. Brief, direct. A brief, direct gaze that communicates certainty, not challenge. No explanation, no debate. They will try to pull you back in. They might say, "Understand what?" or "No, you don't." Do not engage. Do not explain. Repeat the phrase if necessary, but do not deviate. "I understand," then turn and leave. Go. No contact. The walk away literally means establishing no contact, or as little as possible if shared responsibilities exist. This is the only way to fully starve the complex. Every subsequent engagement, every explanation, reopens the door. This strategy is not about changing them. It's about radically changing your response to them. It's about taking back your power, one simple, profound statement at a time. It is the ultimate act of individuation, choosing your wholeness over continued fragmentation in their presence. This seemingly simple act of saying "I understand" and walking away is one of the most profound acts of individuation you can undertake. Jung believed that individuation is the lifelong process of becoming a fully integrated, unique individual, differentiated from collective norms and unconscious influences. When you are entangled with a narcissist, your individuation is stifled. Your authentic self is subsumed by their demands and projections. You lose touch with your own inner voice, your own desires, your own truth. By saying "I understand" and disengaging, you're making a clear statement to your own unconscious. I see this dynamic. I am no longer going to be controlled by it. I am choosing myself. This act shatters the unconscious contract that kept you enmeshed. It forces you to reclaim the projected parts of yourself they held captive. The emotional energy you once poured into trying to change them now flows back to you, nourishing your own soul and empowering your own growth. This is not about a magical phrase. It's about a magical internal shift that the phrase embodies. It's the moment you step off their stage and reclaim your own. You are not abandoning them. You are finally choosing to embody your own truth. You are not giving up. You are radically choosing yourself. This is the alchemy of liberation. And in that ultimate act of walking away, you step fully onto your unique path of wholeness, leaving the chaos behind.